And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the set. 58, Mike. That's right, man.
Off play action. Jones. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Jones now. Off play action. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down, Bears.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Now Jones. Off play action. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Jones heading up here first and 10, and he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. Throwing Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Did your high school have that same push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter whether we were kickers or not. That one worked, didn't it? They pushed him back at his last snap of the ball, and boy, they created a nice play for themselves. What did they lose?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. To try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they try the right side here. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 24.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On the ready. 45, Mike, 45. And let's get that ball. You draw quarter. Watch twist. Watch get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
60 yards. Sit up. 45.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check 43.
Here's Pirine. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
3 down. Joystone, travel. Yep. 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Go now. 50, plant. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey. Topper. Hey. 45. Look at me. Zipper. Check. Shoot.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least you're able to answer down to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. It's
a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bush. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Jones now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back
with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Jones off the play fake. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here.
Kill, turn up.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they don't even need to run a second down play. Give them the first.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually third down, fourth down? They got him on second down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
They'll try the left side. McGee. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
you, boy. I got you, boy. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Yeah, get it.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. Right there. All day, baby.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tackle was made by Joel Iyebuniwe.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the 36-yard
Down.
line.
10 logo. 35. Let's go, D. 5.
On 2nd down, it's Palmer. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check safety.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready. 90 Wolf. You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Alpha.
action. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. No gain on this defense. No gain.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check. He's crashing. He's checking. Hey! Shit. 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ready.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
Protein spill. Go. 45. Hey, orbit. 45. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jones now. Off play action. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jones. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Jones off the play fake. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
6-6, pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They go play action here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
60 outlaw. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Kill. Twist. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Look at me. Zipper. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got step.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Go.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, let's go. 58, come on. 58. Christian, Travis. Coming to you, coming to you. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 25, check 25, check 25. Topper, topper. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Extra move. 58's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Five.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Leo.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready, set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 4th down, Jones. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
Here we go. Check 52.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Open man is lost, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
1st down, Chicago.
Down. 30 base. We ain't giving up nothing. General West.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jones now. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all.